Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you, it's for us. The fantasies, no one can judge us, no one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Shay Baby, and welcome to the Brown Book series. Listen, I've already had a mini chat with this young lady, and when I tell you, honey, she is my kind of girl. She is a good time girl, and honey, I'm here for all of it. And I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy her too. So please, Brown Book series, welcome to the stage, National Best-Selling Award-winning author, Miss Patricia Sargeant. Hi, Patricia.
Hey, Shay. You had me laughing so hard, my face is still recovering.
Bruh, I'm gonna try to be good though. I tell you, honey, the BJs keep me in check. They be like, Shay. I'm like, yes, ma'am. So I'm being good. You are such a delightful person. Okay, let me make sure I'm saying your last name correct. Is it Sargeant?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Just like in the military, except it's spelled differently.
Yeah, I saw that, but you know, girl, honey, we're in a day and age. It might have been the Sargeant or something, you know. And I'd be like, I told you, girl, I had interviewed somebody. Her name was Jessica. It was spelled Jessica. She's like, girl, my name is Jessica. I said, girl, hold on now. Wait a minute, girl. I need one of them S's out your name, sweetie. I digress. You already tell when I've already had my tequila for the day. But listen, so Miss Patricia. Miss Patricia. Patricia, stop laughing so we can do the interview now.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay. Patricia, first of all, welcome to the Brown Book series.
It's my pleasure and honor to be here. Seriously, you're all the way live.
Okay, try Jesus. Tell us a little bit about you. Just about Patricia, like, you know, where you're from and all that good stuff and what you got going on over there.
Oh, thanks for asking. Well, I was born in Grenada, West Indies. My family immigrated to Brooklyn, New York, and now I live in Columbus, Ohio. My first book was published in 2006. It was a romantic suspense.
No. We ain't talking about no book. Not yet. Oh. We try to figure out what's going on with Miss Patricia, honey. What you doing up there in Ohio? What you got going on, girl? Did you feed the fish today? Where's the dogs, the cows? Ooh. What's up with you?
Well, thank you for asking. I spend most of my time trying to avoid yard work, to be honest with you. My husband is really big into like the landscaping and stuff like that. And I love him to death. We just celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary. And 30 of the best years of his life. And I love him to death, really. And the thing that really makes me happy is that as you get older, you continue to grow, of course. But my fear was that as we got older, we wouldn't necessarily grow together. That's a concern. Sometimes different interests take you in different directions. But I've been blessed that we've been able to grow together over the years. When I first met him, you know, there's the attraction. But I didn't believe in marriage, Shay, because most.
No, I'm all into it because I didn't either.
Wow.
I'm telling you, let me tell you, I just wanted to have a wedding. I didn't want to get married.
I was not looking for either of those. But most of the marriages I had known growing up, most of them, they hadn't lasted. Oh. And I thought, why am I going to go to the time and expense of a wedding when that piece of paper doesn't exactly keep the door locked?
Yeah.
But over the years, I fell deeper and deeper in love, and I decided, well, when he proposed, let's take the risk. It's worth it. I mean, we've already been together 9 years.
Oh, wow.
So let's just take the risk. And 30 years later, we're still together.
Oh,
So,
that's what's up.
yeah, although the yard work thing kind of pushes,
It pushes the limit a little bit.
it's kind of straining the boundaries there, but
I absolutely love it. You sound like me. I told my husband today, I'm like, look, now all the neighbors got they rakes out and the barrels and all that good stuff. My mom probably, look, now I'm the only African American on this street. And my yard look like I'm the only African American on this street. I need I was like, so we're gonna need to get out here with some rakes, with some leaf blowers and some something. Okay.
yeah, he's all into the yard work. He's really handy around the house too. But I remember we are also the only Black people on the street. The other day, I looked out my back window and I saw this man standing on his porch, diagonally across from me. And I said, honey, there's a Black man. What? On the porch over there. And he said, you sure? I said, yes. And then these two little girls came out and I said, oh my gosh, it's a whole family. Couple of days later, I saw him washing his car. I said, yeah, they live there. They
live there. Oh my God.
All waved. They waved. We did
Well, you sound like me. One of my contractors was getting work done on a house, and the contractor, he was like, Shay, there was a Black man walking down the street. I said, what? He said, yeah. He said, I almost hit him because I was kept looking. I kept looking. Girl, do you not know how that got in my truck, me and my dog? And we went looking for that Black man, girl, because I was like, what is he doing over here? And look, I'm so stereotyped with it. I was like, well, did he have on work clothes? Like, you know, was he working on?
Is he visiting?
Is he visiting? What was he doing? Girl, I didn't ever find a Black man. I'm still looking though.
Well, you know, they came riding their bikes around the corner.
Oh,
my husband and I were doing the yard work. And as we were taking out the bags of the refuse, the yard waste, the little girl just stood there and stared at us. I could feel her relief. Yes, baby, we live here. We're right around the corner from you. You're welcome anytime.
I absolutely love it. I love it. It's so hilarious. But I tell my neighbors, especially the ones across the street, I said, honey, they act like we related. I'm like, honey, she act more Black than I do sometimes. I'll be like, but honey, that's my girl. Got my girl right there. Okay, now all my foolishness out the way. Some of it, not all of it.
Good.
Not all of it. And because my tequila has already kicked in. We are so Patricia, when did you first start writing? Like, when did you know writing was your thing and this is who I'm going to be and I'm not going to do nothing else in life? When did you start knowing that you wanted to be a writer?
I was about 9 years old, and my sister is a bookworm. My mother was a bookworm. My aunts bookworms, and me before the age of 9, not so much. But I was a middle child. And as you may know, middle children, they try to balance between the other two siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. And
no problem, girl, not at all. We're good here. We're good. You're in the safe.
When I laugh a lot, the whole face starts. But I had an older sister and a younger brother.
Okay.
And my sister, I would go to the library with her every weekend. Big bookworm. And to me, the time that we spend walking to the library and walking back home, that was our time. And then I would get home and I would put the books aside and I'd go and find my brother and we'd play either sports in the backyard or games in the playroom. And so that was my time with him. And the next weekend, I'd return the library books unread and then get some new ones, put them aside, go play with my brother. One weekend, my sister recommended a book to me, Black Hearts and Battersea by Joan Aiken. It was a book in a fantasy series, a young adult or children's fantasy series.
Okay, I'm about to say you're 9. This better not be no romance novel. Okay.
No. That story comes later. Let's put a bookmark on that.
Okay, all right, I'll wait. Oh boy.
So I took out the book. It was kind of thick, no pictures. And I put it aside, went to play with my brother. The next weekend, I take it back, and my sister looks at me before I returned it, and she said, "Did you finish that book?" Well, Shay, I can't lie to her. But I was afraid to tell her the truth, so I just stood there staring at her. I didn't say anything. But the look on her face was such disappointment that I renewed the book, went home, set it aside, went to play with my brother, but then came back and read the book. And I loved it so much. I decided right then that I wanted to write a book that carries people away the way that book carried me away. Yeah. And so I tried to write my first stories. They were short stories. They weren't very good. Oh my gosh. I had this blue spiral binder that I would write my poetry and my short stories and my essays in.
Right.
And, they're for me. I know that they're not that great, but they're for me. So I would hide it in one of my drawers, in my chest of drawers when I was a kid. Do you know, one day I came home from school and my mother was reading my stories to my brother. What? And she had a red pen in her hand to correct my spelling. Oh. And I thought, first of all, how did you even know I had that book?
First and foremost, Mom. First things first.
How did you know to look for it? Yeah, but she never answered me. But the thing is, looking back, I tell people that story, and they're all offended that my mother had invaded my privacy.
You're 9, though, right?
Well, I was like 11, 12. I was not out of junior high school. But to me, I wasn't an adult. Let's put it that way.
Right.
That showed how much she loved me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That she wanted, yes.
Yeah.
She wanted to know what was going on with me. Kids don't tell parents everything.
Right.
She worked nights, and she was raising us as a single mom. So for her to do that showed how much she loved me. Yeah. That's how I took that.
I took the same way. I like that. Yeah, Mommy was the first editor. She was like, listen, okay, we're going to get this together. We're going to make this right. I loved it.
Correct my punctuation. Lady, let's talk.
But listen, but that sets you up when you send it out to your editors and they send it back to you, you'd be like, you know what, please, y'all didn't have nothing on my mom.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love that.
Me too.
I always like it when parents are involved, not like mommy manager, or daddy manager or whatever, but when they show a genuine interest in what the kids got going on. To the fact, like, okay, you know what, I'm going to help. And in my mind, I'm thinking your mom is like, all right, my daughter's writing a book. Okay, cool. Well, wait a minute. Let me correct this for her and read it to your brother. Look, you had a beta read and everything. She was
yeah,
early age.
Yeah, and she was using the book to encourage my brother to also start writing, to express himself.
I absolutely love it. Go on, Mommy. Yeah,
I know. That just it made at the time I was like, what are you doing? But looking back, I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of love.
Yeah, that's a lot of love. I love it. And speaking of a lot of love, it brings us to our first segment in the Brown Book series. It's called Name That Book, where we take either a passage, a synopsis, a character, or anything, the main character, because a lot of series, from one of your books, and you have to name that book.
Oh, are you gonna grade on a curve?
Grade on a curve?
I have not had my mocha today.
I'm telling you, girl, the tequila is working out for me. I can't even read it right. Let me see. these dreads or whatever these is, they're cute, but my glasses don't like them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my glasses be like, girl, what's up with you and your hair? We can't.
Yeah, you look fabulously fair.
Thank you, girl. I be trying, honey. I be trying, girl. I try to keep up with you authors, honey. I keep up with you authors. Okay, name that book. The first character. Yeah. Patricia, act right. The first character is Malcolm Bryant.
Oh, name the book.
Name the book.
Yes, that one is You Belong to Me.
You Belong to Me. See?
Yeah, one of my favorite heroes.
He is his fine self. Jesus. Okay, this is one of my favorite books of yours. All right, here we go. Name that book. We have to deliver more than good to get ahead. As my partner, you should know that.
Okay, that one's not You Belong to Me?
No, ma'am. This is a different book.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Oh.
We have to deliver more than good to get ahead.
Okay.
As my partner, you should know that. Name that book.
Is that one A Groom to the Altar?
No.
Which one? Oh my god. Oh, it's so embarrassed.
Seated Robbery. That was one of your best books. Why you don't know that?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yes, you remember, right?
Yes, and of course it makes sense. Duh. Okay.
Get your life together, Patricia, over there. All right. I love it.
That's cool. And it was only my fourth one. I can't believe I couldn't remember that. Oh God.
Yeah, I think this is you've written over 20 books, so I get it. Okay.
No, but still. Oh, okay. Thank you.
See, I'm helping you out, girl. Let's see.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Can I phone a friend?
No. Next book. All right. Name that book. Character. Sharon McCabe.
On Fire?
On Fire!
Well, this is an awesome segment. It is. It just is humbling. It has everything.
It'll get you all the way together now, that's for sure. All right. Next one. Now I'm gonna read it. It's a passage.
Oh no.
This one is a good passage though. You're going to know it, okay?
Okay.
Name that book. You look as though you could make a woman's sexual dreams come true. In fact, while we've been sitting here on this panel, I've been fantasizing about you.
Sweet Deception. Because my sister was like, she had one of her interns. She was my beta reader for that one, and she had one of her interns shredding her recycled paper.
Right?
And he read that passage, and he was like, "What case is this from?"
She's like, "That's a divorce case." Keep going. Yes, Sweet Deception. Now, Patricia. Okay, so we know about people and their pseudonyms, but girl, you got two. Now I've been told I got a couple of people in my head, but girl, just like everybody got their own like articles. I mean, like, girl, okay, so can you tell us first of all a little bit about Miss Olivia Matthews? Do you need to go change? Who wants to speak to Olivia now? Do you need? I'm just saying. Okay, cool. So we want to speak to Miss Olivia Matthews. Girl, Olivia and Regina, who is these girls? Where did they come from? And what they do? Like, what's up with them? So Yeah, girl.
You ask such great questions. It's like before we started taping, and I told you I loved your interviews. Yeah, I love your questions.
Thank you.
Now, what had happened was I started out as Patricia Sargeant, and I was writing romantic suspense because I find the murder scenes cathartic. But then, allegedly, the bottom fell out of the romantic suspense market, and my publisher wanted to keep me, but move me into contemporary romance. And I did not want to continue writing contemporary romance as Patricia Sargeant. I wanted to save that for romantic suspense. But they wanted me to write 2 more books as Patricia Sargeant, and then I could change my name to go to the contemporary romance. So that was Regina Hart. But I wanted to get back to the murder mysteries because I really love the mysteries.
Me too.
Yeah, there's the puzzle pieces in it. I just love that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I wanted to switch over, they said I couldn't go back to Patricia Sargeant because if you do the computer algorithms, Patricia Sargeant would pull up romance. And mystery readers, romance readers, will read anything.
Right.
Mystery readers will not read romance. So I needed to take a third name to keep the mysteries separate. And at first I was super annoyed by that, and I thought they were pulling my leg.
Right.
But then when I started independently publishing, because now I do my romances, I independently publish, I can see that they're right. When you do those algorithms, the meta tags and stuff for your marketing, you don't want Patricia Sargeant coming up with your mysteries.
So, okay, make sure I got it right, honey, because I know, honey, my brown book is going to be like, Shay, you didn't clarify. I'm about to clarify, y'all. Hold on. Y'all know I'm nosing, and I need to know, honey. Okay. So, Patricia Sargeant does like romance suspense, kind of.
Romance.
Just romance, period.
Yeah. At first it was romantic suspense, but now that I've got some of my rights back, I'm taking those titles back. So it's romance.
Just romance. She said, girl, honey, listen, this is all mine, baby, and this is what I want to be. Yeah.
And that's mine, and that's mine.
Okay. Period. Yes. Get it in, honey. Okay. So she romance. Now, Olivia Matthews is
mystery,
period. No romance, just mystery.
Correct.
Okay. And Regina Hart is
all contemporary romance. There's no romantic suspense with her. And that's why initially I was trying to phase out Regina Hart. I was going to take all of my back titles and turn them all into Patricia Sargeant. But do you know what? Once you have a book published as one name, if you re-release it in a new name, the online markets will treat it as a new book, and you'll lose all of your reviews. Now, I can't lose my 2 and 3 reviews because that could be all. So,
you just got to start over with the reviews. It's a different age now, different technology, different people who got platforms that can, I'm just saying.
But my Finding Home series, I might do that. Well, I have done that with my Monarchs books.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to do that with my Finding Home because those were so special to me that I really don't want to lose the historical stuff.
Yeah.
I will re-release them and I'll put my own covers on them. But I think I'm going to keep Regina Hart for those.
Okay.
Yeah. But Shay, thank you so much for asking about that. That's a really great question.
Thank you, girl, because I was confused. I'm like, why is 3 different people? So my 3 different people had to take on your 3 different people. You know what I'm saying? And so when we all got back together, had our book club meeting in my mind. I was like, okay, so I kind of got, because I saw, what is it? Is it Mary Lou? What's your series?
Sister Lou.
Yeah, the sister. I mean, Sister Lucy.
I know what you meant. Yeah, I knew what you meant.
Yeah, see, we right here. And I was just kind of like, okay, it was all girl. It was, honey. But the good thing about it, through all of this, honey, Patricia, Olivia, and Regina, honey, all three of them girls can write some books. You hear me?
You're very kind. Thank you.
No, I'm for real. Because if I wasn't for real, I wouldn't say it. Believe that. And I'd be like, oh, that's interesting. They're so good, and I'm a Murder She Wrote kind of girl anyway. So I love the whole, the suspense, the murder suspense. I'm like, this is cute. And honey, if they kiss the person here and there, I love it. It's like he just killed somebody and kissed another one. That is beautiful.
I mean, you have a whole range.
I mean, yes. So I actually like that. I like, okay, Patricia got it going on over here. Now, you didn't start, of course, you didn't start out indie. Right. So how hard was it for you to become published?
To become traditionally published, it was pretty hard. It was tell the truth and shame the devil, right?
Tell the truth, girl. Tell the truth.
So when I first started seriously working toward getting published mm-hmm. to the time that I actually got the contract, that was 15 years.
What?
Yes. Let me tell you what happened, because this is a teaching moment.
Yes.
I would like to share this with any aspiring writers who are trying to decide whether to continue. You have to decide in your own mind, is this really something that I want to do? Because it does not get easier, my friends. It doesn't. It's hard to get in and it's hard to stay in. And you are going to have a lot of things punching at your heart. So you have to decide in your own mind if this is something you want to do. And if it is something that you want to do, keep working toward it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It takes as long as it takes.
Right.
If you give up, it will never happen.
Right.
So consider that. This one day, I had my day job and I had my writing, and you have your family. And I gotten a promotion at the day job that was really crushing me. Very long hours, nights and weekends, holidays, forget about sleep. My brother called me one day. It was on a Saturday as I'm trying to do my house chores and some work that I brought home with me. And he said, hey, how you doing? Just chatting. And I said, something's got to give. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling crushed. Something's got to give. I'm juggling too much. I'm going to give up my writing. And he says to me, no, don't do that. Don't ever give up your dream. Even if you're only writing 1 page a day, don't ever give up your dream. Well, I rushed him off the phone because in my mind, he's not understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Right.
So I rushed him off the phone and I'm muttering to myself as I'm storming around the house. They don't understand what I'm going through. No one understands. No one cares. And then I stopped and thought about what he said. Even if you only write a page a day, at the end of the year, that's 365 pages.
Yeah.
Don't give up your dream.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I thank him all the time for that. Because if it weren't for him, I would have given up.
Oh, now tell him, don't get the big head now. That was just one thing. Look, I'm sorry. That's me talking to my brothers. My bad. And I'm glad that you have the type of family that's like that. The type, like, started with your mom. Let me edit this thing up and get her straight. And then your brother's like, no, you can do this, sis. Just keep going. That's what's up. So when you first got, first of all, who did you first get published with? What company?
Kensington Publishing.
Okay, and how long did you stay with them?
Oh, don't tell me. Oh. So I was first my first contract was 2006, and then they gave me the boot. I think it was 2017. So that's 11 years.
They
Yeah.
gave you the boot, girl. Why? When they give you the boot?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you.
Please do.
My sales were not what they were looking for. They wanted something more.
Okay. We can understand that, I guess.
Now, conversely, I wanted something more too. So the two minds were not going to meet.
It's an amicable split. You don't want me? I don't want you. Bye. And so from that point on, you just completely went indie. Like I'm doing my own thing. It's a wrap.
Well, actually, another great question, Shay. Good grief. You should have your own show.
Girl, I will tell you, this tequila works for me. I tell people when it's that third mind. It's my Patricia Matthews coming out.
I love it. Well, in 2016, I was laid off from my day job. My publisher did not renew my contract. And my literary agent retired. So God and I had a little bit of a chat. and I spoke with my husband too, of course. We went all in to the best of my ability with the indie publishing. But I really did want to keep one foot in the traditional realm. So I started looking for a new literary agent. And I got this agent. I don't quite know how to describe it, but she is just determined to help me get to another level.
Okay.
So I'd send her my proposals, and she's like, you know something? This has promise. Could you consider doing this, this, and this? And I'm the kind of person, if I could see what you're trying to do and I'm comfortable with it, I'll do it.
Right.
But I'm not going to just automatically reject a suggestion. Like this one time, this vlogger did a review of my first Sister Lou cozy mystery, Mayhem and Mass.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a nice review. But he listed 7 things that he didn't really like.
7 of them?
7. I counted 3 times. It was 7. But the thing is, this gentleman is a rabid mystery fan. He knows his genre. He knows he keeps track of upcoming releases. He's not afraid to try new authors. He loves the mystery genre.
Okay.
And he said these 7 things. Well, he didn't say these 7 things. These are the things that I didn't really like. But I'm going to continue reading the series because I liked the world. And I thought, okay, first of all, he knows the genre, so it's not like he's being uneducated.
Or malicious about it. Yeah.
Right. He wrote it in a very nice way. So I read through the points, trying to figure out if I could see what he was talking about, if I could figure out how to fix it. Every point was valid. And so with my next book, I addressed every point, and I think the story is stronger for it.
Look at you. See? It's that constructive criticism.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You like that? I love it. That's what's up. Look at you. Being all teachable and coachable and understanding and things. Because at the end of the day, it's the readers who, you want to make sure that they're going to read your books. And so if they are saying the same thing, or if you have someone who has who's skilled in that profession of knowing, what's what or how it's supposed to be or whatever, then why not listen and try to,
Exactly, Shay. That's so well put. Exactly. The thing is, are you writing a book to share, or are you just writing for yourself?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's so crazy when I was doing doing our radio, I guess it's traditional radio now, and we was playing the different songs or whatever. They was like, Shay, this is not your own party. You got to play requests. I'm like, what? I don't want to hear that. So that's why I got my own show. I can talk to who I want to talk to. Okay, so that brings that brings us to another segment in the Brown Book series called Who'd You Rather?
Oh.
Yes, girl. Yeah. When we take your heroes from each one of your books and pit them against each other, you let us know who you want to yeah, baby. Just for one night only. One night only, Jesus. Yes, Lord. We ain't talking about marrying. We ain't trying to take them home, honey. Y'all gotta be home for what my grandma used to say before the street lights go off. So the one said you can't get caught in my house, baby. When the sun started to rise, your ass needs to rise and get out too. Yeah. So my husband's never gonna let me drink tequila again before our interview after this. Okay. Who'd you rather? Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. DeAndre Portis or Asher Tomlin?
Oh my gosh. Oh. Hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's what I said, honey. Second, baby. Ooh, she needs a second.
Now you see, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Asher. Okay. They're both teachable.
Yes.
Because when they're wrong, they can admit it.
Admit it. Yeah. That's why I love it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I appreciate it when people can admit when they're wrong too. Okay, but you know something? DeAndre took a little longer to admit when he was wrong.
We ain't talking about that. We talking about hitting it and quitting it, honey. Up against the wall, legs spread open.
I need that mental connection though. So I'm gonna go with Asher.
All right, mentally, go down the road, girl. Go down and feel it.
Yeah.
This is called foreplay. Do it.
I do appreciate some foreplay. I'm gonna go with Asher.
You know what I'm saying? Be telling me, hey, hey, walk in the room. What you doing? Can you kiss me or something? Okay.
Can I have a mint?
Girl. You know, big a story or something first. Okay. I'm gonna get kicked off after this show. Okay. Who'd you rather? DeMarcus.
Oh. Why did you have to come up with the combination?
I had to.
You are mean.
Hey, every now and then, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get Patricia, honey. I'm gonna have to go and get her with them.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, again, it would be DeMarcus. You want to know why? Because he could admit that he was wrong faster. Troy was stubborn.
Yeah, Troy was stubborn, but Troy seemed like, but in the bedroom.
Oh, truly. But,
Jesus.
But in the back of my mind, I would be like, yeah, but you were stubborn.
Girl, but I get it. You need the first foreplay. I think about all that after the fact. After it's over and I'm smoking a cigarette, I'm like, oh man, he's good in the bed, but I can't.
Yeah, well, you owe me an apology. Well, what? Did you have a good time? Yes, I did, but still.
You owe me an apology. But it just depends on how he knock it down right, girl. I might forget about the apology, honey. I'll be like, I love you. It's okay. You gotta apologize.
Oh, Shay, you see, that's why you're a better person than me, because I hold on. I just hold on.
Girl, I hold on too, but I hold on to things. And okay. All right. Who'd you rather? Last one. Who'd you rather? Warwick Evans or Anthony the Saint?
Yeah, no, this is no contest. Warwick, he is, because Anthony is stubborn.
Anthony was a little too much.
He was really, really stubborn, man. Really stubborn.
I like them hard to get boys. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna break you down, baby. That's because those are the ones once you get them open, and I mean, or they get me open. However, it's like it's no hold bars. They just give you everything they got. Woo.
Yeah, but you know something? I'm not the hunter. I'm the gatherer. You can go out there and chase down those animals. I'm just gonna pluck a couple of berries because Warwick, in my opinion, Marilyn was the one who really needed to apologize because Warwick tried and tried and tried, and that's why to the end of my life I will love him.
Okay, girl, but I don't feel like why won't Marilyn? I felt like she did too. I was just like she's a little but I just say I'm gonna tell Patricia when she redo this, do different covers, she make Marilyn apologize. So that's
well, remember she sang to him at the end.
She did, but hell, that's after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like it's after the fact. Like that's just crazy.
Yeah, because he said to her, I have been trying to save our marriage. I have been trying.
Yeah, he did. He was.
Yeah. So,
girl, I was finna switch my husband out with Warwick. I'm like,
I like the people who could admit when they're wrong.
Yeah, and he was awesome. I love that book. He was awesome. Okay, so we have another. This moving right along real quick. This is going, and it's almost winding down. Like this has been a great interview.
Oh, thank you. I've had so much fun.
So, girl. Okay, so we have a couple of questions that we call author's moments, where we just ask you, questions about your life, random questions and whatnot, and then you can just try to give us the best answer. And I used to say honest answer, but just give me the best you can, baby. I want no problems. All right, author's moments. What's your most urgent priority for the rest of the year?
Finishing the Monarchs books. There are three more Brooklyn Monarchs books, and I have got to finish them.
You have got to finish. Okay. Now, your last novel was last year, correct?
Well, Murder by Page One and Olivia Matthews' book came out last month.
That was our last month, right? Okay.
Yeah, my last Patricia Sargeant book was the re-release of Keeping Score, which was Warwick's story, and that one was October, November. I think it was November.
Yeah, but I thought it was a re-release. I was like, honey, this is a re-release, honey. Now I need Patricia. Patricia's letting Olivia and do her thing. Now, when is Patricia gonna come out with her next novel? So, when is Patricia's next novel?
I'm really hoping for October.
Okay.
Right now, I know this is going to sound so absurd, but I'm writing 3 books right now. 2 for Hallmark Publishing and 1 for a publisher who I will announce later. I haven't quite signed that contract yet. And in case they wake up and realize...
like you no more.
I don't want to be embarrassed by doing a whole apology tour.
I know. I'll be like, I'll edit that part out for you.
See, now that's a friend.
I got you, girl. I got you.
But I'm hoping for October.
Okay. All right. So that'll be that. All right. Because I was looking. I was like, now, hold on now. We need to talk about Patricia's last novel, honey. But she reissued, so that don't count. And honey, I'm on ship in Columbus, just living her best life. I need her to write some more books. So,
Yeah, I'm hoping the Game Time Decision, which would be it'll be the 5th book in the Monarchs series.
Okay.
I'm hoping that one for October.
Okay, cool. So we're going to be looking for that one. We're going to be looking for it. All right, author's moments. In being a novelist, what did you learn a little too late?
That marketing is not for sissies.
It's not for the faint of heart.
No. And oh my gosh, my fantasy is rolling out of bed, rolling into my home office and writing. Having interaction with people, it takes a little bit. That's why I have to be careful who I connect with Because Shay, I think that you've said some things that made me think that you understand this. There's some people who give you positive energy, and there's some people not so much.
Yes. Yes.
And when you and I are done with this beautiful, wonderful experience, and I'm having such a wonderful experience, I can't overstate that.
Me too.
When we're done, I have to go. Well, I have another meeting, but after that one, I'm going to write, and I have to be in the right headspace.
Mm-hmm.
So this is great. This will help me, but some people not so much.
Hey, let me tell you something. My new motto, and it has to be that way, is a negative out, positive in. And I surround myself with like-minded people.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm telling you, it's like when you are, girl, don't get me started. It's almost like as long as you're on the same level with somebody, but you're on different paths. Like, we can be on the same level. You do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. But as soon as God start elevating you up, then there's a problem. And you get to see the realness of the people who was with you. Now we're no longer on the same path. We're not even no longer on the same level. So now you don't want to be with me no more, or you don't want to support me no more, or you don't want to talk to me no more, anything like that. So you have to, I'm totally with you. You have to align yourself with like-minded people and people who are supportive of you and who wants you to win. That's it.
Yeah. But you see, the way that you're conducting this, it's not a job for you. It's like an adventure.
Yes.
And you've invited me to an adventure.
Yes.
But if you treated it like a job, my mind would be all jacked up by the end of this, and I'm not going to be able to write anything.
Exactly. Girl, your mind and my mind. I'd be like, honey, what was that?
Oh, yes. Exactly. What was that?
What was that?
The email that you sent me was such a lovely, warm email. I thought, okay, well, let me check out this lady. Oh, she looks like fun. Yeah, I could do this.
That's what men used to say about me. She looks like fun. Yeah, I can do her. Anyway, okay. So, at this moment, what are you most grateful for right now in this moment?
Oh, my family. Always. My family and God, always.
Definitely.
Yeah. They keep me lifted.
Girl, that's what's up. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Author's moments. If you could have tea with one fictional character, who would it be?
Oh my gosh, with one fictional character? Oh. Okay, give me a second. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Well, for now, I'm gonna say the vampire huntress that from LA Banks.
Okay.
Yeah. LA Banks, Vampire Huntress Minion was the first book. Yeah, because she had a lot of stuff going on.
She did, yeah.
And I feel that she could just carry the conversation. I could just sip my tea.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm with it. All right.
Who would you have tea with?
You know what? I would have tea with Roy Bucham. Is it Bucham? From Shayna. From the book Shayna.
Oh my gosh, I was just thinking of that book a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I said I want to talk to Roy.
Now you see, he's another one.
Yeah.
He could admit when he was wrong.
Yes.
Shayna was me.
Shayna was me. It's always like she I really wanted him just to take Shayna and just strangle her real quick, But he almost did before he got arrested the second time. But after the wedding day, riding along the carriage, he grabbed her up. I was like, yes, Roy. But I would want to sit down and have tea with him.
Why?
I just something about him was just like, oh my God, I love it. And you know who else I want to sit down and have tea with? Oh my God, she's in the last of the series, Iris Boland's last of the series, the mom. God, what was the mom's name? Jesus.
I'm not good with the character names. I'm so embarrassed.
Was it Cindy? Because Cindy was. I'm gonna say Cindy, but the mom of the Lassiters. I want to just sit down and just have tea and talk to her because she has wisdom in those books. I was like, listen, if I can sit down with her and Roy, baby, we'll have us a good time. I'm telling you, we will have a real good time, honey.
She's a good choice.
Yeah. I love those. All right, so no one ever asked me who I was around. Like, yeah, hey, nobody asked me who I want to sit down and have tea with.
I think that's a wonderful question. Yeah.
Thank you, Patricia. Bring you on more often. I office moments. If you could sit down with your 15-year-old self, what would you tell her?
Stop thinking small. Don't stop thinking about just today or just tomorrow. Plan further out.
That makes sense. Okay. I like that. All right, we are reeling this thing in. This is so freaking cool. Okay, one more author's moments. If you could master any instrument on earth, what would it be?
The computer. And do not ask me how old this computer is, because you would just stop the show right now.
Wait now. Listen, the computer, Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna need you to get on it though. Let me tell you, you gotta get on it. My husband, Aunt Annie, she is 83 years old. So she was talking to my husband. She was like, "Send me y'all new address." So my husband says, "Okay, so you want me to just call you back and leave it on the answering service?" And she said, "Baby, just text it to me."
Oh, hilarious!
83 years old. She said, "Baby, just text it to me. What you doing all that for?" I said, she said, "I gotta keep up with the young folk. Keep up with technology." Now, Patricia, and Annie is 83 years old now. and I'm sending her videos and everything. I'm gonna need for you and this computer thing to work. I'm gonna need for you or Olivia or Regina, one of y'all to
between the three of us, you think one of us.
You know what I'm saying? Between the three of y'all, I need y'all to figure out this computer thing. Patricia, dead or alive? If you were hosting a dinner party and to invite 5 people from any era, who would it be?
Okay. 5.
Dead or alive?
Did I ever tell you I don't have any friends?
That's not true.
Okay, so Shay would be one.
You got your husband. You know
that's true. That's true.
You know, you got your brother. You know, shit, that's 3 more than most people. You girl. You started out with 3 friends. You Olivia and Regina. What are you talking about? Like,
that's a good point. Well, I'll invite that. No, I just one person I would have to invite is Ida B. Wells.
Oh.
Because I read her autobiography. That woman is serious.
Yes.
Fearless.
Yes.
Stacey Abrams, because I love her and the ground she walks on.
Okay.
Hakeem Jeffries, the U.S. representative from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to make this all political.
It's your dinner table, baby.
For today, I would also have to say Ted Lieu, U.S. Representative Ted Lieu, and he's from California. I'm pretty sure it's California. Okay, so that's 4. And then the 5th one.
Dead or alive?
One moment.
Take your time, girl. Take your time.
You're so kind. Hold on. Oh, I don't want to make this all political, but Shirley Chisholm.
Now, I want to talk to Shirley Chisholm myself. Yeah.
Another fearless woman.
You're right.
Because when they did not want her in Congress. No. Tiny black woman in Congress.
Yep.
It's not like she was big, tiny.
Tiny. Yes.
Yeah. One strong wind.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a wrap. Right.
They did not want her in Congress. She ran for president.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't go home. She ran for president.
Right. I think this day and age, she would have got it. If she would do it right now.
Oh, I bet you're right.
Yeah, she would have got it. I like that. And she reminds me, for some strange reason, of Maxine Waters.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Maxine Waters used to be my representative when we lived in California.
Okay.
And this is to show you that woman, public service is what she does.
Yeah.
When the community said to her, Representative Maxine, the bathrooms in these public schools are in a horrible condition. She didn't write back the kind of notes that I'm getting from my representatives. You know, the history of the public school system no. She went into the schools with a camera crew.
Mm.
She ruined everybody's dinner time, but that's okay. People needed to see it. They needed to see it and address it.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I've always loved her.
Yeah, she is. She's awesome. That's for sure. But Patricia, we're down to our last question of the interview. This has been awesome. And again, I want to say thank you for coming on to the Brown Book series. This has been a very interesting and let me tell you, this has been a fun interview.
You've been fabulous. This is your calling. This is where God wanted you to be. This is where you heal people.
I be trying, and where people heal me. I've had a wonderful time with you today. I really have.
The honor and pleasure is mine, Shay. Seriously.
As my friends would say, no shit, no shade. I had a wonderful time with you.
I'm going to steal that one from you, too.
So before we ask our last question on the interview, let everybody know, since I'm going to put it out there, that you need to write some more books. Where can we... Wait, Shay, you didn't talk about her books because she didn't write any. Okay? They're up here tripping. Let everybody know where they can
mail their eggs.
Yes, where they can find Patricia, your website, your social media handles, and let us know where we can find your books and about your upcoming, something. Give us something, Patricia. Damn. I'm just saying. Give us something.
So my website is patriciasargeant.com. That's my website. And then I'm on Twitter at Books by Patricia. And I'm on Facebook as Patricia Sargeant.
Okay. And where can they get your books that's already out?
Oh, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all of my books are there. The indie books and the traditionally published books. The traditionally published books, they're in a lot of places. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple, Kobo, Walmart, Target, and some indie books too. You can find links, purchase order links on my webpage for all of the books that are available.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, all Brown Bookers, make sure you go and check out everything Miss Patricia Sargeant. You know what I say? Go to her website, just buy everything. Make her write some more. Buy it all, okay? All right, Patricia, this is the last question of the interview. You are writing a book about your life. What would the title be?
What now? Excuse me, what?
I love it. I absolutely love it. Brown Book series, Patricia Sargeant. Patricia, hold 1 second for me, okay? But if you love that interview, and I know you did, just make sure that you like, subscribe, hit hit the notification bell below, because so you can, honey, we got so much going on over here in the Brown Book series, and you don't want to miss absolutely nothing. All right, so again, thank you, Miss Patricia Sargeant. Y'all go to her website, get everything she has. Y'all know the routines. Every Wednesday, 6 o'clock, you're right here with me, the Brown Book series, where we do all the shenanigans and all the just craziness with the authors. And then at 7 o'clock, you mosey on over to Reese Ryan's channel. That's right, Reese Ryan, she's over there, and I believe the name of her channel is called Authors Behind the Pages. See, I'm getting it. Authors Behind the Authors or something, but it's real. Look, Reese got it going on over there, I'm trying to tell you. So 7 o'clock, go over there, and then after you call it Reese, 8 o'clock, go to Cruise Radio to hear Iris Bollings with Iris Moments. We love you guys. Thank you. Thank you again for Patricia Sargeant for checking in with us. And we will see you guys on next week. Be blessed. Please.
Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you. It's for us. The fantasies. No one can judge us. No one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby.